Hello Stampers and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. Today I wanted to show you the Jar of Love stamp set with the coordinating everyday jars framelits. Of course you can bundle and save with these two items and you can save 10% whenever you get them together. I'll leave a link down below so that you can click on that to order yours today because you are going to love this. If you're anything like me and you love flowers, check out these. Aren't they super amazing? I am loving them. You know how I love my flowers, and mason jars are so hot right now with that whole rustic theme. But then of course, flowers in a mason jar as your vase is just super stunning, super seems like summer, you know, where you just pick some flowers outside and come in, and I love that. Here is the stamp set. So there are 37 images in this stamp set. So as you can see, these are not the full size because there's too many images to be able to put on there, you know, so they had to reduce the size of them. So they are larger than that. But there's the 3 sizes of the jars. I'm not even going to try to guess the quart and pint and whatever they might be. I really don't know. Then you have your jar lid. Then this right here is actually what you could use for water. So like if you put water with flowers in your you know, in your mason jar, you can stamp that and have your water. This is just like a little burlap piece that you could then place across your jar. You could also use that as an excellent texture piece since it kind of looks like you know, cheesecloth or burlap or any of those. Of course, this is a handle for you to put on your jar so you can carry it around like a lantern or anything like that. Then there's the greetings, thanks and love, friend and hello, which I love that scrolly font. And then there's throw kindness around like confetti, which is super fun. For you, bless your heart, you fill me with happiness, you light up my life, best fishes, because there's a little fishy there, spread the, and so you can do spread the love. Then there's also life feels empty without you, and then there's also hey with a little comma there, so you could do hey friend, or you know, any different combination there. Then there's lots of little flowers, which I'm going to show you how to use those so that you know that you can layer them and really create a gorgeous flower there. Then there's this little twig, a little smaller twig, a dot, a heart, and a lightning bug. You could probably also make him out to be like a dragonfly or something as well. Your little fishy, I also missed this one. This is like twine that's like wrapped around your jar that you could stamp, or you could also use real twine or baker's twine or linen thread or any of those. There's a fabulous little bow here, a larger twig, and then there's a single stem that you can use as well. So lots of great images to use and build. Of course, it's a photopolymer stamp set, so building is super easy because you can see right through those images. Then the Framelits set actually has 17 images. So there's all of these here. I'm not really sure where, oh, maybe he goes there and then this one goes there. So of course each of the jars has a die cut, and then this is that handle. You also have these gorgeous row of hearts. Then there's the little fishy, there's the flowers, the other flower, the little lightning bug, another little flower, the lid, the long twig, and then the single stem. And then of course you also have that awesome bow too. So here you can see I stamped the jar, and I just stamped him on regular cardstock, and I actually used a little bit of my aqua painter and some pool party ink to color in just for a little light blue look there. And then I stamped the flowers and die cut them, and I also stamped the bow there and die cut that out, and then I just stamped these on the background of my paper. For this one here, I stamped the mason jar, and then I actually hole punched on either side here and then looped my linen thread through, so that instead of using the stamped image of the bow or the thread there, then I actually just created mine with actual linen thread for a little bit of extra texture there. And then I stamped some of the flowers on the background, and some of them I stamped and then popped up to add a little bit more dimension to the bouquet there. Then this one, I did the little white squares and I stamped the greenery piece, and then I stamped each of these flowers sort of in a gradual shade of the various colors there, and die cut those out. So I was just going to show you a few of those flowers and how I achieved those looks. So there's this image here, and then there's also this little like loopy half a cup sort of little image, and then there's the 4 little dots. So that is actually going to make this flower. So here we have that larger image, and I'm going to ink that up in Flirty Flamingo, and I'm actually going to stamp off once and then stamp it down onto my cardstock. So there you have that image. The second one, I'm going to use the same Flirty Flamingo, and this is that like little loop image, and I'm just going to stamp that with the bottom of the loop on the bottom of my flower. So there you have that flower, and then I'm just going to take the 4 little dot images and stamp that in. I actually didn't bring my basic black, but I have Elegant Eggplant, and that's pretty dark. So, and I'm just going to stamp that like right on the top of that center hump. And there you have that gorgeous flower. So you see how it's got the different colors and the different shades, and you can really use the same ink pad for all of your shades and all of your layers, and just kind of play with it and do, you know, the stamping off to get all those different colors with one single ink pad. The other one I wanted to show you is this one here. This is actually a double image, and this one here is also a double image. So those you'll stamp together. There is a little, like a little bump to the image so that you know it's on both of the stamps, so that you know that that's face up. So we're always going to want to make sure that bump is up whenever we're stamping with it. So this one I'm actually going to stamp with 2 colors, Perfect Plum, for that background solid image, and then I'm going to do Elegant Eggplant for the centers. So there you have that gorgeous flower. And then just to show you guys, I'm going to do the Perfect Plum, and I'm going to stamp off once. Whoop, that wasn't a nice strong stamp, Laura. Good job. There we go. And then I'm actually going to stamp Full Strength Perfect Plum. So you can see that you can get so many different shades of flowers with just a few ink pads. So super gorgeous. And again, the framelit for that one is also a double. So everything goes together, and there's a little notch right here to show that that's the up. So then that just kind of lays right on top there, and it die cuts both flowers at the same time, which is super awesome because that's less times cranking it through the Big Shot. And then of course that one goes right there over that flower. So super fun. Be sure to use your ink pads to their fullest capability. You know, each color just has so many different shades that you can get from it. And you know, sometimes I think we forget that we can get the same shade, and instead we, you know, think we need every single ink pad or something like that. But there's so many shades you can get. Here's Flirty Flamingo, stamped once, twice, and 3 times. So here you almost get a super, super pastel pink, like Pink Pirouette, but you know, here's a middle one, and then here's your darkest one. So don't forget about those various shades that you can achieve just by stamping off. And of course you can always stamp off on scrap paper. You don't have to use each of those images. But here I created these fabulous flower cards that I am so loving. Of course, I'll be posting each of these individually on my blog with the full write-up of the information and the colors and all of that goodie. You can check that out at laurastamppad.com. Of course, I'll leave a link down below for those as well. Of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new, as I post every Tuesday and Thursday. And let me know what your favorite flower stamp set is. I love, love, love flower stamp sets, and I can never have enough. So every time a new one comes out, I just have to get it. Right now, I'm super loving this Jar of Love with the flowers in that, but there's a lot of other ones that I'm loving too. Too many are coming to mind at the same time, so I'm not really sure which one is my super favorite, but I do love all the flowers. So let me know which one your favorite is in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy stamping. Bye-bye.